Education is everything. And therefore, we need to build on that. Yeah? Especially for our students and our parents. You know, nowadays we allow the students to go away and say, huyu hawezi kusoma. Hakuna binadamu mjinga. Hakuna binadamu mjinga. Kwa hivyo wale ambao labda na ufahamu mdogo ama ni kuelewa, we need to put more effort so that they also come up. Wakati wetu in our class to university karibu 20 in the arts class. Now at that time we were all studying in school. Kwa hivyo hata sasa ile azma ya kamati kuwapeleka wanafunzi 100 yawezekana. Kwa sababu tuna nafasi, alumni wamekuja kusupport, and I thank Dr. Laha. I've not made, we normally communicate in the WhatsApp group, and he has invested a lot of effort and resources to make the alumni group work. So for us, as leaders in this region, we need to support the school, we need to support the students, and push them so that we are able to get to achieve the grades that we want to achieve. We know there are challenges, but majority of our parents now are our age mates in the region of 50, 40 years. Yeah? You pass through education. You need to improve your lot. If you never university, make sure your child makes to university. That is, we are going to change our society. Finally, we have a lot of support from the alumni. And this is the goodwill that has been created by Mr. Pandya in his efforts to make this celebration so that we take Allidina to where it belonged. I have the opportunity to invite His Excellency Governor Abdul Samad Sharif Nassim of Parliament, and now as a Governor of Mombasa. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. God is good. You know, I was listening to the speeches here, and then I realized as a student, kweli mvi si umri. Sisi wengine hata mama na baba walikuwa hawajaonana umri huo. 87. Na sisi wengine ndio mwanzo tuko na ile syllabus ya standard 6, standard 7 pale. Take this a bit differently. We could be talking to the students as a group. We could be talking to the parents as a group. We could be talking to the administrators of the school, from the principal to the teachers. Then we could be talking to the education stakeholders from the ministry officials. But I strongly believe that the future of these students is collective. How these students are going to be able to perform can only be done through collective effort. When I come into the precincts of Allidina, I have a lot of memories from the time when we came in as a member of parliament and we had to do the library. From the time when we had to ground break and eventually made sure that we have a laboratory right in this school. From the time we had to do the school hall, the revision materials that we were able to give when we were members of parliament. Allidina is one of the first schools in this county to have a water purification system. To the school buses that we were able to issue to the needy students. And now as a member of as a governor, not only were we able to issue the school bursaries through the area members of county assembly, but we came up with a school motivation program where these children should not be, and this is where the genesis of the term collective responsibility comes in. When we came up with a program, our school motivation program, where the Form 3s and Form 4s, bearing in mind that we understand where these children start getting spoiled at the age at which they are within that range. And we came up during the school holidays, let us involve these children not just in education, but in other extracurricular activities, in coming up with a way of giving these children motivational talks, in talking to them, not one from every part of Mombasa, including Allidina. I want to confirm to the Form 3 and Form 4s, both parents and students, that we have no debt as the county government of Mombasa to any child, any parent or any school. We have already made all necessary payments from last week. So kindly Mwalimu, it is a promise that I made to these children. Kuna pesa yao wanafaa kupatiwa. Please make necessary arrangements that they get paid, and also notify the parents. And we are going to do the needful as well by notifying the parents that we have paid for the school fees for these children as well. And the reason why we came up with this program, over the school holidays, is when a number of these children end up getting into a lot of vices. So this helps in three ways. One, when we bring a child and we know where they are, we're removing them from the streets where we don't know what it is that they're doing. Two, when they're with us, they can be able to be trained and start at an early age on how it is that they can be responsible citizens of Mombasa. Then of course there's that element that we give them a bit of their pocket money so that they don't go into any vices for them to be able to get in a few shillings here and there. And that is money that we have committed to give to the students so that they can learn and understand these small amounts that they're going to be earning, they can be able to get it in the right way. Then for every day that that child was attending, there's a certain amount of money that we have given to the school to be able to cater for the school fees for these children. And I think it's a program that has worked. Close to 9,000 students were able to benefit. Amongst them are the students of Allidina. Now what we want to do is very soon, we're going to come up with going all the way to the grassroots. Yes, we have a problem. Principals probably are not doing what needs to be done. But we also cannot run away from the fact that as parents as well, we are not. And I say this because I love you, and I say this because I am part and parcel of you. It is very easy for us just to be able, and I'm agreeing again with the sentiments of everyone who was here, that yes, the problem could be with those in the education fraternity from the side of the ministry teachers. But let us also not run away from the fact that even us as parents and as society need to take, will agree with me that not only did they have good teachers, not only did they have of their parents as well, it is why they are who they are today. So we will be doing something. Lastly, I want to congratulate the Honorable Member from Vita for committing 10 million every financial year. That means we now have 20 million shillings already for a project. I know that Honorable Mbogo has told me that his punishment for not is that money from LAPSET will be able to come in. I'm confident in him. Amesema ataleta, which we can be able to at least chip in something for this. And then needless to say, you have the governor of Mombasa right here with you, who was an area member of parliament for this area. I'm going to leave, I left as a member of parliament with a lot of memories in every school. And I intend after 10 years to be able to be counted as to what I have also been able to do for this school. So other than all the programs that we're going to be coming up with, we will give a financial commitment through the Department of Education, and I'm seeing the CECs here. He'll be reaching out to yourselves, and even us. We might not do everything in the first financial year, but at least in 2 financial years consecutively, give something substantial that will be able to assist this. And I think with those, we're already at about, considering everything else and considering seeing the faces on this side, I can comfortably say that we are at least on today's date of marking 100 years, we're already at about, probably about 60% of what is required. And what is remaining is 40. I know, Mr. Pandya, you've already done your share, but now it is my turn to get hold of Sanjay to make sure he does his share as well. Thank you very much, and all of you be blessed. Na nawatakia kila la kheri vijana. Kuna wangapi hapa ambao kwamba ni candidates? Maybe just by show of hands. How many of you are in Form 4? How many are in Form 3? Okay. Abdurrahman ameweza kutangaza ya kuwa anatoa laptop kwa A. What he didn't clarify ni kila A subject ama A yuko wapi? Ashahepa, eh? A subject ama maana umetoa ahadi ya laptop hapa, na vijana my friend hawasahau hawa. Angalau wazazi wao waweza kusahau, lakini hawa waweza kukosa kura 2027 bure. Kwa hivyo clarify ni ipi hii? Mean grade of A subject ama result. Sasa kwa vile yeye ameanza na A na amesema kwa serikali ya county itamsaidia, let's take this further. For everyone who gets an A